Get a personal video message for yourself or as a gift for someone else. For personal connections, shoutouts, birthdays, proposals, weddings, and much more. Enter your details about yourself so the celebrity can record a personal video message especially for you, including details such as your name, age, birthday, hobbies, or whatever else you include. As soon as the video has been recorded, you'll get an email with your link so you can share it on social media or download and keep it. Celebrities record videos as and when they can, usually within 2 weeks. But if you want a video for a specific date and it does not look like it will arrive in time, you can cancel it and get an instant refund at the click of a button. There are hundreds of celebrities to choose from and many more joining every day. Search by category or genre, buy a gift voucher, get updates and offers, and encourage your favorite celebrities to join so they can connect with fans in a fun and unique way. Raise money for their charities and much more. So order your video now for yourself or for someone else.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the KeithAndrewNetWork. This is Season 5, Episode 410. Here is talented and beautiful Valentina Latyna. I just want to say thank you for being a guest on my talk show.
Thank you so much, Keith, for your invitation. I'm so glad I'm here with you today.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, you're supporting a good cause and making a new friend out of it at the same time, so it's a win-win.
That's true. That's true.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. In Skype, it's has this.
There is always a good chance to make new friends and real friends with people who is absolutely amazing. And, it's time to use all this technology for the good people who wants to share good things.
No, absolutely. So it's a half hour, 37 minutes every time. You can say anything you want, talk about anything you want, freedom of speech. And starting off, for people who want to know what my talk show is about, the whole point of my talk show is to show people that even with having a learning disability, I can still amount to something. And at the same time, I'm able to turn myself into an example for people out there dealing with any types of learning disabilities and disabilities to never give up and to prove to people you can break that label. I've been coming up with different ideas and different slogans, but for the record, let me just say it one more time. The whole point of my talk show is to show people that even with having a learning disability, yeah, you would think after 400 I would get it. But the whole point of my talk show is to show people that even with a learning disability, I can still amount to something. And at the same time, I'm able to turn myself into an example for people out there dealing with any types of learning disabilities and disabilities to never give up and to prove people wrong. And to prove to them that labels do not dictate who you are and who you're going to be, and to prove to them, hashtag break the labels. It's something like that, but I'm still working on it. Maybe it's too long, it's too short, but hey, I'm a work in progress, so it's not going to be perfect. But with that being said, it's going to be a half hour.
I think it's perfect, and I love it.
I appreciate it. It's a half hour of your time, and starting off, I'm going to ask you some easy questions, then some hard-hitting questions, then we're going to take a break, and then I'm going to pass the show over to you. With the last 10 minutes left, you can ask me anything you want, gloves off. And starting off, what can you tell us about yourself?
Well, I am originally from Colombia, South America. An amazing country and very interesting because we are voting with Venezuela and Panama, Peru, Bolivia, and Brazil. and Ecuador. So the interesting thing is Colombia is a very influenced for all these cultures. Even when we are all Latinos, we have so many people, immigrants from Arabic people, and that makes our culture more mixed and interesting. And of course, our folk music, our food, it's like I'm gonna say this, it's not like plain rice and beans. It's full of flavors of everything. So it's this my homeland, and I feel very proud being, born and raised in Colombia. Of course, Spanish is my first language, and I came to US 7 years ago, pursuing my acting career. So I already had at that time, already had my bachelor degree in theater as an actress. But after that, you're like, okay, I already have a university degree, but doesn't really mean anything when you're now starting to put into practice all the things you learn in college. So you have to, okay, maybe get that risk to learn something more, or start pursuing jobs, but here and there is not that easy. So that's why I came to Los Angeles, improving my English. I came with zero English, like, at all, not even the vowels. And so I went to New York Film Academy. I used to be a nanny, no part-time, full-time. And during my weekends, going to the acting school. And during the nights, ride my bike to the English school. So it was an adventure, 2 years and a half, spending I don't know, what was my budget per day? I would say $10, $15. So I was making this little tiny money. But I have always in my mind, I'm investing in my career, I'm investing this in myself. I feel very privileged to belong to one of the biggest philosophical schools in the world. It's actually in 60 countries, and it's called New Acropolis. And they always teaching us, whatever you are, it's not the place where you're gonna find happiness. The happiness is in yourself. So for being an immigrant with no family, with no knowledge about the language, it's hard. It is so hard. Make friends, have the confidence to see who is my friend here, who's not going to get advantage of me. Or anyways, I had so many stories, good stories, not that good stories too. But after 7 years, I can tell I feel very proud of myself. I'm very lucky for the people who is still riding my train and join me in this adventure. And I think it is pretty much what is the summary of my last 7 years, and the most important, I would say. Nowadays, I am a mother of a 14 years old, who's my stepdaughter, and my own, who's 2 years old. So that's another level of my adventure. I'm a mom.
Well, congrats. Alright, what about, I'm about the easy questions first, and we can go to the hard-hitting ones. When you went to college and high school, when you were in high school and college, well, let's start off the easy ones. When you were in high school, did you do any sports? Were you athletic?
I used to love volleyball, but I wasn't that good enough when I was in high school. And when I started my acting career, my theater career, the training was around 5, 6 hours per day with gymnastics, especially gymnastics, because you have to train for a comeback stage and that kind of stuff. So I got very passionate about gymnastics, and for the next 8 years, that's what I did, like full time. I was in a good shape. Not anyway, but your body has memory, and that's something very interesting I found after during the pregnancy and after the pregnancy. I was doing my head stance with my big belly, and I could still do it. So I was like, oh my god, my physical body is amazing. It has a memory that it's doing exactly the same when I was 19 or 20 years old. So I think that would be my favorite sport. Yeah.
What about, did he ever want to be a professional gymnast? Did he ever want to be, like, go to the Olympics?
Not really. Like inside myself, I thought was more like I think I could have the possibility to control my body and my mind at the same time. My trainer used to tell me I had the skills to start, competing or going to um, yeah, for competitions and stuff. But I think it wasn't like my real goal at the moment.
Right.
If I could go backwards, I would definitely do it. Yes, yes, especially because your training knows you better. And I remember he was like, Valentina, you can actually do it. You're very strong. You have like good cardio. Like I could resist for a long time of period running, and on the floor I was very good, very good. But you know, other thing was coming into my life, so I had to stop. Probably one of the things I'm like kind of frustrated.
All right. What were some of your most favorite things about gymnastics, and who influenced you to become a gymnast?
My father, and I remember he passed away already. It was a long time ago, and I remember still he was like, taking me to the classes and waiting for me out there. So it was like a very big inspiration for me, just doing the exercises and looking through the window, and he was right there just looking at me, and make him feel proud of what I was doing. I think that was the biggest inspiration at the moment, doing that. Yeah.
What were some of the things that you completely hated about being a gymnast? Did you ever get that point to the point in your life where it's like, I don't want to do this anymore? Or what about it you just didn't like? Or did you enjoy the whole thing?
Absolutely. Yeah, gymnastics is wow for me, and swimming. And I let me see, who was that? I think it was Plato who said that about the gymnastics, specific the gymnastic. It was the best sport for humans, because it's gymnastics for your mind. It isn't is exercise for your body. It's exercise for your mind. Like you're using your whole brain at any exercise in gymnastics. So I would say yes. I really enjoyed every single exercise, warm up, choreography, and I think it is very special for your equilibrium, your concentration. It's not like, well, like artistic gymnastic is another kind of gymnastics, right? But the classic one is not pretending to be a show, to show people, oh, look at how amazing I am. It's a work on yourself,
All right.
and you have to be very patient. Like, okay, it takes time to get flexibility in your muscles, and sometimes you have to break your muscles and or hurt yourself. Sometimes, but it's a it's absolutely my hiding love. I don't know how to say that, but I still have like, and even with my daughter, her name is Hannah. She's very talented. Like, she's very this is very silly girl. I call her clown, and she loves to jump. She's just starting jumping around and stuff and running. So I thought, I talked to my husband. You know what? We can maybe put her in gymnastics class. And I don't want to be that kind of mother who's very frustrated for her dreams and just let their kids do it because I couldn't do it. But maybe I just can kind of show her this amazing sport, and oh, maybe she will like it. But right now she's in tap and ballet, and she's doing pretty well too. So yeah.
All right. Well, the next question I was going to ask you: was there any moments where you just felt like you just didn't want to do it anymore? Like, did he ever get frustrated with making mistakes?
I had, I think, two bad falls, very bad, especially because I was on stage. I remember I was using the gymnastics for theater. So the last one was the worst one, and that's when I broke my shoulder, or the left one, and I think, talking about the brain, how it works with your body. My brain say, that's it. You have to stop. And I think after that, my mind was playing too bad and saying, I'm scared. I'm scared. And I got so scared to get like the highest for highs. Oh, to roll in the air. I don't know the exercises in English. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to explain few of them. I lost a lot of flexibility too, but after that I started doing yoga, and that's what I've been doing since that accident. So I think that's been helping me a lot. But I could, like, the most extreme thing I could do is just stand on my head. Sorry. So I feel very proud of myself because of that. But I don't know. You don't know. Maybe one day I'm gonna jump on a trampoline and get crazy. I don't know.
Hey, never say never. What about who influenced you to start your acting career?
My mom is an actress, and she used to have this like acting coaching academy at our place. I'm talking about 30 years ago. So it was a long time ago. And I clearly remember my mom bringing people and giving them advices about their acting careers and how to give the resumes to the right casting director and blah 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 blah. So I think that was my inspiration. Absolutely, that was the one. And then seeing, watching your mom on TV, and next day at school, like, "Hi, I saw your mom. I watched your mom. Your mom is famous." She wasn't that famous, but it's like those actresses you don't know her name, but you're sure you watch her on TV. you watch this lady somewhere. So she is still performing in Colombia. She's filming right now a movie. So yeah, I'm very proud of her. I'm very lucky having her as the best example for pursuing this career and just keep going.
No, absolutely. What were some of your favorite acting roles that you ever gotten? And have you ever worked with people with disabilities?
Yes, I had the bless to teach in this academy, acting academy in Bogota, the capital of Colombia, and I worked there for 2 years and a half, 3 years. It's called Casa Actores, like actors' house, and they have classes for adults who didn't go to the university for theater, so after their careers they want to become an actors. So it's not like a very official or college or something like that, but not for hobby either.
Right.
People who is already adult and stable, but they want to become an actors. So I was teaching there, and after the first year, the director told me, you know what, we need to open these classes for people with disabilities. And I was like, what? I don't know if maybe he was influenced by, because Hollywood was starting to using like actors with Down syndrome or with autism, right?
Right.
And I remember a few movies at that time. So I was like, okay, so I have no idea how to teach or how to approach these students. So you have to teach me. And so we took a lot of classes with one of my colleges, and she studied for it. It was her master in Spain. And she gave us so many tools in how to. Okay, the first rule, do not make a difference between an actor with disability with an actor with no disabilities. The disabilities are right here.
Right.
And I was like, boom, what? So if I ask to my students, do three rolls on the ground, ask them their business, see what happens. I was like, what, really? And it was the most amazing experience I ever had as a teacher, as an actor teacher. And after that, I just could do it for a year, maybe less, because I got pregnant and I had to come back to LA. So that's why I don't have like too many more stories to tell or to share. But we did a performance. It was Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare, and amazing actors. I have 3 girls, 2 boys, great actors, great experiences, and most of them are auditioning and doing, telenovelas or soap operas in Colombia. So feel very proud of them. And that's my experience with my students with autism. All of them, they had different levels of autism.
All right. Yeah, that's really cool. That it's about interacting with people and then just making a difference in somebody's life. Now, with that being said, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, with the last 10 minutes, I'm going to pass the show over to you.
All right, perfect. I'll be here.
410 of Season 5. I am your host, Keith Andrew. Along here is the talented and beautiful Valentina. I just want to say thank you for being a guest on my talk show once again.
Yes. Thank you, Keith. It's amazing your talk show.
No, I
I
appreciate
love.
it. What's the
What
last?
is it?
No, go ahead. Skype breaks in, breaks out.
I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was talking at the same time. No, just thank you for having me.
No, absolutely. Hey, you're supporting a good cause, making a new friend out of it. And what's the last 10 minutes left? I'm going to pass the show over to you. But the last easy question I was going to ask you was during your time as being a gymnast, did you ever get the chance to do one of those human pyramids, or are you not into the whole human pyramid stuff?
um, Not really. It was no, really. Like cheerleaders of pyramids, you mean?
Well, that also, it's basically a group of people climbing on top of one another and forming the shape of a pyramid. So,
No, not really. The work I used to do, it was more on the floor and individually gymnastic. Yeah.
yeah,
Are you ask, are you asking me if I have tried to do the pyramid?
yes,
Oh yeah, I try it, but not professionally.
I love that
That's
stuff.
a
I'm a loser.
question. What is that for?
Would you ever be up for doing one?
Yes.
Hey, maybe one day we can make that work.
Oh my God. Yes. In my head, I'm always flying. I am always rolling in the air. Um, like as I say, your body still has that memory. One day you did something, certain kind of movements, and it's hard to like in real life try to do it again, right? Because your mind is telling you you're scared, you're gonna fall, or you're gonna break your leg or something. But yeah, one day, you and I, let's go. Let's jump that trampoline.
Hey, never say never. And hey, you
Right?
only live once, right?
Yeah.
Now, passing the show over to you, was there anything you wanted to ask me? Anything you wanted to promote? This is your time after all.
Well, after all these years, I just want to thank yoga masters and all the yoga studios we all have around. Use them because we all need meditations. As this generation, this planet needs human beings more peaceful, more, with our minds clear and with our hearts full of love. And that's what yoga invites you to do and helps you to control your mind. And I think that's my best tool right now as an actress. When I'm very frustrated because I'm not getting the roles, because my agent, because blah blah blah, because my baby, because my husband, because anything it is, all you need to do is inhale, exhale, and yoga is very similar to me nowadays to gymnastics. Even when it's not the same kind of exercises, um, I am still asking to my body, like, control my body and be present. So I feel very comfortable doing it every day with a I like to, light a candle or, put some incense in the house and, keep a good thought in my mind. And it's very helpful. And that's the biggest thing I do. Yeah. And even for my students, I am currently coaching future voiceovers actors. My studio is called Latina Studios. So my students are since 8 years old, so 50 years old. I have this lady from Jamaica, and she's like, Valentina, I never felt this passionate in so long in my life. And I think voiceover is my thing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm like, okay, this is what you're going to do. You have to do it for real, with love, with commitment. Just keep going. And I'm very, very happy to help people around me. Not because this is something I want to become rich, or it's nothing about that. Like most of the work I do is for free. Right. It's, your payment is to see how people is appreciating your work and using these tools and advices. So that's what I do.
Yeah, I agree. Now, I do have a couple questions for you off the air about wrapping up our interview segment. To ask two questions for you. The first one is, do you want to plug your social media? Are you on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn? Are you on any of social medias?
I had Twitter. I never use it because I'm horrible writing, but I love pictures. So I have an Instagram account, and it's called Valentina, with a V, Valentina _ Latyna, Latyna, Valentina Latyna. Same on my Facebook page is Valentina Latyna or Latyna Studios.
Yeah, absolutely. And my last question for you, wrapping up our segment, is going on the record. When I first approached you to be a guest in my talk show, what was your first reaction, and what made you say yes?
It's so weird. Why, even with technology and screens, and I don't even know where you at, Keith. Like, what city you're calling me from?
Oh, New York.
You see, I still feel the people, and I felt that warmth on you. So that's why I say right away, yes. I don't know, or just feelings, and it's not easy, huh? Because there's so many creepy people too using technology. But I think I love the explanation you gave me, of course, and I appreciate that. It gives me more confidence to accept. But besides that, the goal you have and your objective and the people you want to give this message, Keith, and I think it's great. It's amazing, and very proud of you. And thank you so much again for having me today in your talk show.
No, the honor's so much. Stay tuned. I have a couple questions for you off the air. While wrapping up our interview segment, it was a real honor and privilege having you as a guest, and I'm looking forward to part 2 down the road.
Awesome! Woo-hoo.
Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah. And it's a good, I won't even worry anymore. Took all my cares, took and kicked them all out the door. Go on and try, come and tell me what you're waiting for. Move and keep them going till your life is overflowing, yeah. I do a dance of victory.